Hey, what's up? Do any of my friends out there ever have any kind of social anxiety about eating healthy while you're out in public? For me, I used to feel that way all the time and it would affect my food choices until I realized, you know what? I like to eat healthy because I like the way it makes me feel. And then I also realized that once I had the willpower to turn down things that I really didn't want, like queso or just really good appetizers and things. Once I had the willpower to turn those things down, I realized that I also had power to make decisions in other parts of my life that I was able to make positive improvements on also. So, for you guys that are my friends that have some social anxiety, eating, the restaurant world is actually a lot more health friendly than it used to be. So I've got some tips where you can go out and be social, maintain your healthy lifestyle, no problem, without being weird. So here are a few tips. Number one is, when you're out drinking with your buds, just avoid the sugary drinks. So a lot of times, whenever you go out for happy hour or, you go to the bar, the things that are going to be discounted are like the frozen drinks, like the frozen margaritas, the frozen sangria, frozen pina coladas. Man, those are super duper loaded with sugar. And it's just like really not needed. And mixed drinks too, so stuff that has like Cokes and juices and flavors, those all have sugar in them too. And what I realized was that I really like good liquor, like really good tequila, and it's been fun getting to kind of get to know the craft by paying just a little bit more for a tequila that I can drink straight and really just enjoy that and just consume a lot less calories. So just some examples of some non-sugary alcoholic beverages are like a vodka tonic, tequila with lime. They've come out with a lot of like low-calorie beers. Michelob has something. Corona's got a Corona Premier. I actually have just saw a billboard for USDA organic beer. I think that was a Corona too. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just saw the billboard for it. Actually, you don't have to drink it all. What you could do, just to, if you are avoiding alcohol, you could just ask to have club soda in a glass to make it look like you're drinking. So you just kind of like fit in, and it feels like you're being social and involved with everybody else. Also, Bloody Marys are a good option too. Sometimes they load that stuff up with like cheese and bacon and all of that stuff too, but it's usually a small amount. But those are some good tips for, staying in with low-calorie drinks. Another one of my tips for eating out socially is to avoid over-snacking. This is like really easy to do, over snacking, when you go out, you're hungry. So if you can, try to eat like a healthy snack or like get full on some veggies before you even leave your house. That way, whenever you get to where you're going, you're not like starving, like, oh, I gotta eat all this appetizer that's so delicious and greasy and cheesy. You actually, have some self-control, and you're like, I'll wait for the healthier thing that I'm going to order, right? So grab something before you leave to fill your stomach up so you're not starving before you get there. The other thing is, once you get to a place and you plan on having an appetizer or some snacks, just be mindful of what you're going to eat before you eat it. So like a prime example of this, especially in Texas with Tex-Mex, is chips and dip, right? It just comes out, and before you know it, you look down and you're like, where did all the chips go? I ate all that? Damn. Well, if you think, okay, I'm only going to eat a handful of chips, then you gave yourself a limit, and then you can enjoy your entree after it, and you didn't fill up on junk food. The last thing is for avoiding overeating while snacking is to order a healthy snack. So there are some restaurants that have like carrots and celery. I know that doesn't sound super exciting, but if you go have like Mediterranean, you might be able to get some hummus and veggies, and you can just get if you have the option to get a guilt-free appetizer that you could eat the whole thing and not feel bad about it at the end, go for that. So tip number 3 for eating out socially is to order a light entree. So what I always remember whenever I go out, I think grilled, steamed, protein, and veggies, because I can eat as much as I want of something like a grilled chicken or whatever it is that's grilled, right? I mean, there's nothing unhealthy about that. And eat as many veggies as you want to without feeling guilty about it. So in restaurants, you should be able to get any of this stuff at any restaurant, whether you're eating Asian food, American food, Italian food. You can always get a grilled meat and some steamed veggies. Boom. So I like to get a side salad as an appetizer if I can. And a great thing to do too is to ask for your dressing on the side. I've kind of gotten used to asking for that, and I think restaurants have kind of gotten more used to people asking for stuff on the side. It's really not a picky thing to do. What if you don't like the dressing? That's why I initially started to do it, and I'm like, man, you can really ruin a salad by putting a dressing on it that is just not good. So just order your sauce, that comes on your entree, or your dressing that comes on your salad on the side, and then you can try it and dip it and use as much as you want to. You have control over that before you eat it. Some other things are kebabs are a really great thing to eat. Kebabs are actually my favorite food. I love to have grilled veggies and grilled meat. It's my favorite thing. And then also, I actually, especially if I'm working out a lot too, I like to add a small amount of bow tie pasta or penne pasta to my salads, so I get a little extra carb instead of having like croutons, which isn't a big, croutons not that big of a deal, but if you're eating a whole lot of croutons or pasta and stuff, it does add up. So just be mindful about what's going in. But that is also one of my really super favorite foods. And then if you're eating Asian food, if you normally get fried rice, just try the steamed rice instead, because you don't have all the extra oils and stuff in it. So lastly, what I want to add is that if you have, actually not if you have, I am sure that you have friends that are going to not be supportive of your healthy lifestyle and not really understand why you order your salad dressing on the side, or you don't want to eat the queso at the table. If you have friends that you go out with regularly and you're eating with them and you're like peer pressured into like eating unhealthily, just consider maybe doing something different with those friends in a social capacity, like meet up with them to, hang out at a park or, watch movies or party or whatever, but maybe like eating isn't the best scenario, because if you know that continuing a healthy lifestyle and eating healthy makes you feel good and you feel good about that, it's not very nice of your friend to make you feel bad about continuing something that is making you really a better person. So anyway, those are my tips for eating out socially. I hope you guys took something away from it. These are just, simple things that I have incorporated into my lifestyle. So I use them all the time, day. So enjoy, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Peace out.